rest in peace to the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne. I myself had the pleasure of seeing him live a couple times. One of those times was with Black Sabbath, and you know, it makes sense in a strange way that he passed so soon after his final show. It just seems poetic that he went out the metal god that he was. Now, to transition very awkwardly, this is a review in 2025 of the new Bush record, I Beat Loneliness. Huh. So, yes, the Bush Boys are back in town. And, Gavin Rossdale, he was married to Gwen Stefani once. He tried to be an actor a while ago. I recall he was in that movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves. I believe he played a demon, and he actually wasn't bad in that movie. And also, literally 3 weeks ago, I was watching Beat Bobby Flay on the Food Network, and Gavin Rossdale was a judge, which confused me. So I guess I should have known that he was there promoting something or something was on the way. And also, Gavin Rossdale, at whatever age that he's at right now, is still in full rock star mode. Like, he carries himself like it's still the late 90s. So good for him, I guess, in that regard. Now, this new record from Bush is to my surprise, the 10th album from them. I didn't even realize that because 16 Stones, which I think is one of the best, maybe top 50 debut records from a rock band, tons of hits, phenomenal album. And then they followed that up with Razor Blade Suitcase, which I liked half of. And then they kind of just continued to make pretty mediocre rock music that didn't really amount to much to me or really anyone. And I was shocked that this is the 10th album because if you had asked me, which number record do you think this is, I would have guessed maybe the fifth or sixth album from them. So, in anticipation of this album, I went back and skimmed through their discography, skimmed. And I don't think I missed much, to be honest with you. When I go through all of that music up to this new record, including this new record, there are two things I'll take away. One, Gavin Rossdale as a lyricist, I guess, is slightly better. He makes a little bit more sense because no one writes bullshit lyrics like Gavin Rossdale. Like, when it comes to his lyrics, I always think of the ending of the film Pootie Tang because at the end, that's when Bob Costas is like, wait a minute, what the hell are you even talking about? And also, what I take away is that Bush sonically and musically is sounding more and more like, who would I say? Breaking Benjamin? And I'm not even saying that like that's a terrible thing, like Breaking Benjamin is the worst band in the world, but I don't think that's the level that you want to strive for as a rock band. I think the best thing I can say about this record is that it sounds good, like in the literal sense. I feel like the production, the mixing, and mastering of this album, it is very crisp and clean. It does feel like this record was cared for, but I guess the issue with this record is that it does sound pretty generic and it's really dangerously close to flirting at the line of sounding like butt rock, like the heavier elements of bands like Creed, Stained, Puddle of Mud, Nickelback. And if you're talking about those bands, that's not a good thing, but I don't know. It's not the worst thing in the world, but just like the previous 6 or 7 Bush records, you're not missing much. 4 sticks of butter, peace, love, butter.